All right, so
Sling paint gaming.
gaming. I'm Berto.
He's Nims.
He's Nims. I'm Nims. Sure. All right. So this is a part 2 of the part series of bombs
Part
and
2
stuff.
of the part 2.
This is the strategy portion.
How to use them.
Yeah, how to use them. Now it's funny because I think when I've played several people with bombs and stuff, it could be all over the place in different strategies. And I've listened to a lot of podcasts and tried a lot of different things. I think it's also our number one asked questions, like, how do we use these damn things?
Practice.
Right. Yeah.
As always.
Learn, just like I was, you're flying your baby blues, and I'm learning how to fly ships around. Drink. You want to start, practicing with these things. Try different techniques on dropping stuff. But we do have a couple things that we can share, some nuggets of information.
Yep.
All right. So what's the first nugget?
Slamtastic.
Slamtastic. That's what we're calling it.
All right. So basically, this is done with a K-wing or anything that has a slam or advanced slam, rather.
Yes.
So you've got your ship set up.
Mm-hmm.
You're flying in with the K-wing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got your
enemy ship over there.
Ships over here. Your K-wing's over here. They're like, oh, he's not going to get to me these 2 rounds.
And K-wing always got the 3 forward or 3 banks as the furthest speeds that they can do, the fastest speeds they can do. So if you can position yourself in the right way and use advanced slam, have the advanced slam modification, you can drop a nasty old nugget anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much just fly in, double your speed, drop a bomb where they weren't expecting it, and
and this actually
mess them up.
And this works with the ones that actually detonate on impact.
Yeah.
So if you are flying the cluster, the counternet, or the proximity, those are the ones that will detonate on if a template is overlapping or what have you. Those are the ones we prefer for this type of strategy.
Yeah, because if you drop something that's going to blow up at the end of the activation phase, you're within range 1. So that's not going to work too well for you.
Yes. Definitely keep that in mind because you're only going to use the one maneuver template that sits behind you, and you will definitely be in range 1.
For this one.
Yeah. So, and again, it's the ones that require the action headers. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Which
were cluster, counternet, and proximity.
Right. The only thing with this though is to make sure the slam works. I'm going to use Paul Heaver. He's been using the K-wing with counternet combination and using the slams to drop counternets on his opponent. And then the cool part about it, they're ionized.
His other ships
and they lost their actions.
Come right in and tear him up.
So the next turn, you know where he's going to go. He's only going to do a 1 forward. So that helps from a positioning standpoint. You're stopping those aces or what have you. So if you wanted to, like with the K-wing, it's got the 2 hard turns, and it's pretty much got 1 through 3 banked and straight.
Reds.
There's no reds. You can go in and then slam, right? Which surprise people. Now, yes, you lose your weapons disabled. You do get a weapons disabled token.
But you move far and fast,
and you drop the nugget of love, and then you surprise your opponent with that. I've seen that happen several times, which is pretty nice.
Yep.
All right, so what's the next one here?
So I like to call this one bombs out of nowhere.
Bombs out of nowhere.
Or bombs out of Baghdad, maybe? I don't know.
It's raining bombs. Hallelujah. Okay, go ahead.
So there's a scum pilot in the fire spray.
Yes.
Who is Amon as a Marine.
Yes.
So bombs out of Baghdad.
You don't hear a lot of people out of play the ship a lot.
No.
But he's got a nasty
for bombs ability. This is kind of crazy.
Yes.
So his pilot ability is when dropping a bomb, you may use the 3 straight or hard turns to drop your bomb. So if your ship's here, you can drop a bomb way over here, or over here, or way up here.
Yep.
Or out the rear. You know what I mean?
And it can be considered as an action, so it allows you. It's definitely going to work with the cluster, the counternet, and the proximity mines. It'll definitely give that a lot of room to detonate. You can set those up. You can surprise your enemy. This is, to me, is nasty. It's a nasty setup.
I mean, even the ones that's when you reveal your maneuver because it's so far away.
That's true. Yeah, it's past the range 1 ability.
Right.
Yeah. And if you think about it, the cool part about if you reveal your maneuver and then you do your maneuver, but you definitely surprise them on where it's going to be.
I mean, if you're here and somebody's way over here, or whatever down here, they're not expecting to get hit by a bomb over here because you're used to seeing a 1.
1 forward, right.
So, a 3 off to the side.
I like that. So And also, I like him too because he's right in the middle of the ground as far as like the pilot skill, which is nice.
Yeah,
so
he's a 6.
He's a 6. He's in there. He's at 36 points. Yeah, 36 points.
It's a large spaceship.
But you can definitely load it out, and it'll be really, really nasty.
Yep.
And if you run the Andresta, I can't pronounce that.
And Rasta.
Thank you.
Andrasta.
Andrasta combination, your upgrade bar gets 2 more additional bombs, so which is pretty nice. I like that. I like that a lot. So you can go bomb.
Crazy.
Bomb crazy. Bombs out of nowhere. You said.
Bombs out of nowhere.
All right. So I'm going to call this next one here. I'm looking at my list of something topic list. So the next one I'm going to call this. This is on the Imperial side. I'm going to call this a whole lot of death.
A whole lot of death.
A whole lot of death. All right. So you got 2 guys that are named. They're very similar names. You got Death Rain and Death Fire. Okay. The cool part about these guys, they'll actually go right to Death Rain. He's a TIE Punisher. All right. And TIE Punisher, there's regular standard low out, 2, 1, 6, and 3 shields. He's a pilot skill value 6, right in the middle of the ground, which I like for bombers. But his ability is brutal. When dropping a bomb, you may use the front guides of your ship. After dropping a bomb, you may perform a free barrel roll. You drop it, you barrel roll out of the way, and guess what? And then he's got boost on top of his actions, so you can position yourself, and go around and get way out of those bombs if you're using the ones that are that detonate at the end of activation.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in the front, so if you got enemies in the
fly
front
up
of
to
you,
them, drop a bomb, barrel roll, fly away.
Yes, it is a beautiful thing, especially if you're running cluster mines. It gets pretty close with cluster mines. You got to be basically barrel roll. And then you got to do like a 1 or 2, 3 bank.
Yeah, you got to go to the side
way.
to get out of there.
But if you have somebody sitting in front of you, drop a nice old nugget right on top of them, and boom.
I think I did that to you when you were flying the Millennium Falcon.
Yes, because you ran Death Rain a couple times.
I was all happy when that ship came out. I need to go back and look at that list again.
Yeah, the Death Rain. Oh, yeah, that's right. I used to play a lot of the TIE Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
The other ship that we like, as far as a whole lot of death, is Death Fire, and they just came out, Death Fire, with the new Imperial Vets expansion. It says when you reveal your maneuver dial, or after you perform an action, you may perform a bomb upgrade action as a free action.
Mm-hmm. So you're not losing your action.
So wait. So here, listen to this part.
Okay.
Reveal your maneuver or after you perform an action. So you get another free action.
So you get to choose.
You get to choose when you want to drop it. That's huge. He is a little low on the pilot skill value 3, but that's okay. That actually might work out, though, if you're dropping the bombs. Like if you have an action-based bomb, of course, with this ability. So cluster, counter net, and proximity mines, you can definitely surprise your enemies by figuring out where. You have some options, which is nice. And you do get 1 bomb slot with TIE Bomber, but with the torpedo slot, you get the extra munitions. It helps you out.
And actually, I take that back. I don't think you can do either one. I think you can only do the ones as the free action, as the action bombs. You can't do the when you reveal a maneuver.
When you perform a bomb upgrade action, yeah, it's an action. It says card action.
When you reveal your maneuver dial, or
that's
after
when
you
you
perform
do
an action.
You may perform a bomb upgrade card action. So it's the one.
So you can do it as an free action.
Yes.
And then move, and then still get your action.
Yes.
Which could be another bomb. So you could drop.
No, you can only drop 1 bomb per turn.
You sure?
I'm positive that
even
is
with
rule.
that.
That is a rule. 1 bomb per turn.
Even with that card?
Yes, even with that card.
That card makes me think I could do it twice.
No, because actually that was brought up in FFG forums. A lot of people asked that, but the ruling, actually, we just did the rules. The rules said you can only drop 1 bomb per turn. That is only 1 bomb per turn.
I would try and do 2.
I know. You would finagle to get 2. You'd be pooping out bombs everywhere.
I guess because it's on your little, little card.
Yes. You can only do 1
It's
bomb.
lame.
All right. So the other thing to think about, too, is pilot skill, okay? A lot of people, from a strategy, from a bomb perspective, you gotta know what your opponent is and what they're going to do and what they think you're going to do. I mean, I always said this is like a game of chess. You got to figure out what your opponent's maneuvers are going to be. If he's doing a Soontir Fel and he's already stressed because he pushed the limit, Soontir Fel, all right, what do you think Soontir Fel is going to do? He's going to do some kind of a 2-speed maneuver or straight maneuver to get rid of that stress, because otherwise he's going to be tokenless the next turn around. So where do you think he's going to go with that 2-speed? So we can do all the strategies in the world, and we can show all the different things in the world, but the biggest thing is knowing your enemy. That's rule number one as far as our, I think, biggest strategy stuff. And high pilot skill...
It's a Rage Against the Machine song.
High pilot skill or low pilot skill, depending where you are, it just you got to think about that. Yep. I like high pilot skill, like 6/7s, to drop stuff on those low, like contracted scouts. Okay, you got a lot of contracted scouts. Dropping a bomb or two would be nice. That would go on detonation. One, because it's a large base ship.
Yeah, true. Bigger, better chance to hit them.
Yep. The other thing, as far as strategy, is you can use them to block. And you were saying this.
Bomb blocking.
Yes.
So the way I was looking at it, if you've got a bunch of low skill bombers or people that can use bombs, you fly in. You're moving first. You drop a bomb like kind of right behind you, so they can't come in.
Right.
They want to try and avoid that. Or
you can also set. I've done this before. Where you set up a stage. I call it the roadblock. Basically, let's say if you have asteroids here, I almost purposely drop a cluster mines in a path because I did not want them to follow me, or I wanted to block that path so I can push them another way.
Yep.
And force them into other ships or what have you. So that good blocking strategies, you can definitely use that for that. But just keep in mind, though, it can get expensive if you're just using it for blocking only.
Another fun one, think about flying the Ghost with Sabine Wren on there, right? It gives you the bomb upgrade. When you reveal your maneuver dial, you drop it. If you've got ships like right behind you, and then you do a 5K turn. Yeah. To get away from it, you drop an ion bomb. It ionizes them, makes them go one forward. And now you're behind them with a Ghost slinging 4 to 5 dice.
And you just move your Ghost one turn. It'll be nice. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use bombs, and we can sit here and show you different strategies and all that stuff, and we'll show you a couple different things while we're talking here. But
just practice and play with it. Figure out what works best for you.
Play with it. But I have a fan favorites. I'm a big fan of the ones that detonate on impact. So the cluster, the proximity, and the counter nets are the ones I like the most, and you see played the most, because I think the other ones give opportunity to maneuver out of the way, if possible. It's kind of hard that at the end of activation phase, it detonates. People can potentially maneuver out of the way, unless you're a higher skill value pilot and you know that all the lowest skill value pilots just move before you. You could potentially catch some people with their pants down. That sounded really weird.
You say that a lot.
I don't know. It's a saying.
Talking about pants being down.
That's
pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. What you gonna do with your pants on the ground?
All right. So as far as strategies, what do you guys do? How do you guys play bombs? And leave it in the comments below, because we definitely want to hear it. A lot of the things, like I think, just out there, it's practice. Like we said before, practice. But leave it in the comments below. What do you guys got?
Yeah, let us know what you think. While you're at it, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/slingpaint, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Also, go to slingpaint.com, our community section. It's new. It's there. We've also got the store. Go check that out.
Shites.
Eventually, we'll have bomb tokens.
Yes.
So. Not those kinds. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway.
All right.
Check it out. We'll see you next video.